Welcome back to Wolf Dog Empire. Today is Sunday, and tomorrow is Contest of Elements Red. So I kind of wanted to let you know how I strategize to try to get 5 teams to pass those 10 stages. I kind of wanted to try to put as many of my elemental defensive down and defensive down heroes. So one elemental defense down in the team that's going to go up against levels 9 and 10, and a defensive down there, and then an elemental defensive down for levels 7 and 8, and a defensive down there. Just kind of try to get some of those really good heroes in on each of those teams, especially the teams that are going to go up against the tougher ones. So here's a team that I have set up for 9 and 10. So it's going to be my toughest team. I have Sorsha, slow, but really strong. And she's defensive down. And then Khufu, he's really strong and he's elemental defensive down. And then Kagan or Kagan in the middle there because he's going to give mana to these two slow heroes. Kagan is also slow, but he's going to give mana to Sorsha and Khufu so that they can go off again a little sooner next time. And then hopefully that'll set it up for basically these are the ones that I'm going to try to come up and win with right here. Then you got a boosted healer in Garnet and a costume Wilbur to give these three that plus 100% attack. So that's my team for 9-10. Here's my team for level 7 and 8. Elemental defensive down in Garden Falcon. Defensive down and Soon. I got a counter attacker in Ferrant. Really good, strong hit up to 3 in Alucard. And then I got a healer in Boltusk. Again, your top 3 teams, you want to have a healer in there. Red doesn't have a lot of 5-star healers. I only have one 5-star healer in red, and that's Garnet, and she's going in my team for levels 9 and 10. So I'm going to use Boltusk as my healer for levels 7 and 8. Here's my team for levels 5 and 6. I have another Guardian Falcon for elemental defensive down. Do have a Gormick that gives me defensive down. Those two stack. Then I got a costume Guardian Kong. Got a 3-star healer in Hawk Moon. I didn't want to try to bring up a second Boltusk just yet. I do need a red healer in my 3-star for the 3-star raid tournament. So I decided I'm going to just try to bring up Hawk Moon. And so Hawk Moon's going to be my healer here for levels 5 and 6. And then Russell, I normally would put him in my number 1 team for levels 9 and 10. But I decided to put Kagan in there because Kagan will give that mana to Sorsha and Khufu. So I think that's going to be a deadlier combination there with Kagan in between Sorsha and Khufu. So then Russell comes down here for levels 5 and 6, which makes this a pretty strong team here, level 5 and 6, other than a 3-star healer here, which it was a stronger one. But I'm hoping that she's going to be good enough and that Russell and elemental defensive down and defensive down here and costume guard and Kong hit all. I think this team I'll still be able to do it. I'll use battle items if I have to. So I'll try to make sure I win this one also. All right, for my level or stages 3 to 4, I do have a defensive down in Rufus, a 3-star defensive down. I'm gonna use my Ruffian and Nurgib here. He's not leveled up, or she's not leveled up, or they are not leveled up all the way. Otherwise, I would have used Ruffian and Nurgib higher up. But they're not leveled up. Junaid is leveled up, but I decided to bump him for Hawkmoon, who is a true healer, and I just brought down Junaid. I have a lot of reds, so it's okay. This is going to be a strong level 3 to 4 team, but it's okay. Costume Colin, I put here, and then Jahangir. So I think this is going to be a solid team for stages 3 and 4. They're not that hard, but I think this team will take care of it. Rufus is a new hero for me. I did definitely want a 3-star defensive down in red in 3 stars. I already have them in 4-star and in 5-star, but I wanted one in 3-star. So instead of trying to come up with a second Gormick to be my defensive down, I decided I'm going to bring up my 3-star defensive down Rufus, and I'll use him here. And so I think he's going to be a staple in my 3-star raid tournaments. So that's my team there for levels 3 to 4. And for my levels 1 and 2 team, these levels are pretty easy. I'm going to be using fully ascended Nashgar. I'll be using Lee. He's pretty up there. I think he is fully ascended, if not pretty close. Balkan is fully ascended. Wakas, he's fully ascended. Zagrog is not. I believe he's only at 1.5. But I didn't want to use. Well, I mean, what are you gonna do? This is where you just throw in whoever you can. These are the easiest ones. All the good heroes have already been used up for levels 9, 10, 7, 8, 5, 6. And then so for the 1, 2, this is what I'm using here. So Zagrog, my 5-star, he's only at 1.5. I'm not concentrating on bringing up Zagrog yet. When I first pulled him, I thought, wow, I'm going to be bringing up Zagrog. But then I pulled other heroes, and he got left behind there. But levels 1 and 2 are really, really easy, especially the first one. So I think Zagrog and Wakas and Balkan and Lee and Nashgar are going to have no problem with levels 1 and 2. So this how I plan it here. If you have any questions, put in the comments and let us know. So I put up my level 9 to 10 team here, and let me know if you have any questions about this, if you have any comments, if you were not planning on your contest of elements in the past and maybe you ran into some snags, into some troubles. Now put in the comments, just let us know that, if this video helps you out, put it in there. This is how I plan it. Each team, especially the 3 top teams, which is the level 9 to 10, 7 to 8, and 5 to 6, I try to put a healer in each one, because you can always just mana up the healer and heal the whole team when needed. And I also put a elemental defensive down and a defensive down. Elemental defensive down is super important here because you can only use that same color, so every single hitter in your team is going to be from that same color, in this case red. So Guardian Falcon is going to put that elemental defensive down, and then all the hitters after that are going to benefit from that elemental defensive down. Whereas in Wars, when you only have like a 3-2 team, or a rainbow, then that elemental defensive down doesn't help you out that much. But in contest of elements, that elemental defensive down is extremely important. So, so it's one healer in the top three teams, one elemental defensive down, and one defensive down. So that's how you plan it. And I know that there's only one other col- color for the contest of elements. And that's purple. So the next contest of elements in a couple months is going to be purple. So I will make a video also on purple now so that you can start planning it for next time. So always for the top three teams, because the first four stages, which are going to need two teams, they're pretty easy. But for the top three teams here, which is going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10, you want to try to have a healer, an elemental defensive down, and a defensive down for those top three teams. So I'm going to make one on purple also so that you can start planning. You can write in a piece of paper or in your computer. You can write down notes as to who you would put in there. And then that'll tell you who you want to concentrate on bringing up now for red in this case, but for the next video in purple. All right, I hope this video helps you out. Please give us a like. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. I really appreciate that. And I'll see you next time here at Wolf Dog Empire.